Hello, let's get started. Go ahead and extend the legs out in front of you. Wiggle the toes, shake out the knees, get any little stiffness out. And then choose a leg, cross it over the other, and go for a variation of a supine seated spinal twist. You'll go ahead, you'll release, and then you'll take it to the opposite side. Now, this time when you release, you're going to keep that same leg nearby. Use your arms to support you. You're going to hold the leg underneath, like where the ankle, the heel, and the lower calf and lower leg are. This is a nice way to open up the hips. Allow to move or keep the leg in stillness and breathe. And then you're going to take it back to that first leg and bring that knee in and do the same. Nice deep hip opener here. You're going to go ahead, release. You'll straighten out the legs. Arms are going to float up towards the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Let's start it soft. So go ahead, it's the first one. Have the knees nice and bent. Maybe the hands reach for the thighs, the calf, or the shins or the toes. Breathe, relax the shoulders. And then roll back up. We're going to go in for a variation of a boat pose to create some energy in our centers, our core, to get those abdominals working. You have choices. You could keep the feet connected to floor. You could lift the legs. Extend. Just depends on how much you want to work that center where you're at in your practice. And release. You're going to flip over onto all fours. We're going to do some core work continued. So you could have the toes pressed into the mat and press those palms into the earth. And you're going to lift your knees up for just a few moments of breath or so here. It's going to really engage that center. Now this also stretches out the toes. Now we're going to go ahead and release, and when you go down, you have the option to either keep the toes the same or put the feet flat. It can just depend on the pressure that you're getting used to, you're working with, and you're going to lift those knees up once again, engage the core. You'll gently release. You'll take a Balasana, child's pose. We're going to welcome a thread the needle in our child's pose. Take one arm. I'm taking my right arm through and underneath the left. Option to bind that left arm behind the lower back. Bring it back to center and do the opposite side. So now I'm taking my left arm through, threading under the right, and I'm binding my right arm behind the back. And bring it back to center. Rise up onto all fours and then make your way into a Uttanasana. Once again, start soft. As you rise up to the Uttanasana, have those knees bent. Rest the belly on the thighs. The head can fall. And then as you're breathing, as you're working with the body, maybe you start to bend and unbend the knees, starting to lengthen. That's going to stretch through that back body. And just be there, maybe a ragdoll. And then you'll release from your ragdoll. You're going to find a halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold. And repeat, Ardha Uttanasana. Fold. This time you're going to roll all the way up into standing. Take your time, no rush, no hurry. Once you make your way to standing, go ahead and raise the arms above the head, palms connect. Maybe you take a little back bend and bring Anjaliya, hands to heart. Now, you can stay here in standing and take a moment, or you can start to take some space in the legs, drop down nice and slow into another hip opener grounding pose in garland. As you see, I'm kind of rocking, opening up the hips a bit there again. And then you can stay here, breathe, take a moment. Enjoy your garland pose as long as you like, Or you can finish out with me where you come back down to seat. Welcome Anjali Mudra. Take a breath, take a moment, maybe opening up to a lotus or another mudra. May this flow ease you into the new year. Namaste and take care.